Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today, we are in day 58 of the ongoing war between the Russian Federation and Ukraine. And over the last 24 hours, has seen the Russian Air Force launch up to 58 tactical airstrikes against targets, mainly in the southeastern portion of the country, in that operational area south of Kharkov, all the way towards Zaporizhzhia. And we have also seen a heavy uptick in the use of Russian heavy artillery, long-range rocket systems, including the large 300 millimeter Smerch system that is being now widely used by the Russians. In terms of heavy artillery, the Russians are reporting that they have hit over 1,000 targets within the last 24 hours. So the Russians are definitely seeing a uptick in their operations in this ongoing conflict. Specifically, right now, we're kind of seeing drives not only south of Izium towards Sloviansk and Kramatorsk, and heavy fighting that is taking place to the north of Horlavika in areas such as Popasnasta. I butchered that. Popasna. And we're seeing very heavy fighting taking place, actually urban combat, street house-to-house fighting taking place in that town as we speak. We're also seeing a Russian attempted move towards Zaporizhzhia. We don't believe that the Russians have made large gains in the direction of this town, of this city. And again, it is a fairly large city, but it does appear at this point that the Russians are making efforts towards the town along the east bank of the Dnieper River. And you would think, given the type of terrain that exists kind of in the south of the Ukraine, in terms of these vast open fields, we would see the Russians maneuvering fairly quickly. But again, because of the issue with a lot of these vehicles getting stuck, the Russians are still operating at times along some of these main highways, which has allowed the Ukrainians to set up these strong points to prevent Russian further advance towards some of these areas that they would like to take control over. We continue to see fighting really all along the front. We're also seeing the Ukrainians launch limited counterattacks towards the southeast of Kharkov. It is being reported that they have pushed Russian forces back at least along the southeastern sector of Kharkov. And we anticipate that the Russians will quite possibly launch counterattacks to regain some of these positions that they have recently had to give up to Ukrainian forces, especially in the area near Kharkov. But right now, again, all eyes are really, in terms of Russian strategy, is in this Kramatorsk pocket, and the continued use of massive amounts of heavy artillery, as we've seen over the last 24 hours, and the continued use of Russian tactical air assets in this ongoing conflict. But we read a report in, I believe it was Newsweek, mainstream media, talking about what certain generals and individuals within the confines of the Russian Federation are talking about in regards to some of their long-term strategy and what this phase 2 of this military operation is going to look like. So, from that report, it would lead you to believe that the primary Russian goal is one, the Donbass region, where my cursor was circling, and I think we all knew that, and quite possibly the seizure of all areas east of the Dnieper River, and more importantly, an eventual drive along the southwestern coast of Ukraine, seizing control of all areas all the way to the Transnistria. And we have the Transnistria is this area here. It runs roughly from the town of Tiraspol and is on the east bank of the Dniester River, which is right here. And this area along the east bank of the Dniester River, known as the Transnistria region, a very small area, has traditionally been supportive of the Russian Federation, and obviously a lot of Russians inhabit this area. And there's talk that quite possibly the Russians are looking to not only establish this permanent land bridge to Crimea from Russia proper, not going over the Kerch Straits, but also having a land bridge extending from Crimea all the way to Tiraspol and the Transnistria region. And we've heard some reports that that Russian forces based in the Transnistria region could become part of this conflict, and I would say that is incredibly doubtful. Those forces, those Russian forces that are based in the Transnistria region, really are designed to protect a large weapons depot. There are no more than 2 battalion groups in the Transnistria region that Russia has actual control over, and those forces are presently finding it very, very difficult to supply itself and replace troops, as our understanding is that the main air base in the Transnistria region that would service the main city of Tiraspol is not in operation and has not been in operation for some time. So when Russia looks to replace forces in the Transnistria region, it actually has to go fly into Moldova proper, Chisinau, and then move those forces overland from Moldova with the approval of Moldovan authorities to actually do that. So we do not believe that those Russian forces in the Transnistria are prepared for any sort of offensive operation against Ukraine. As a matter of fact, I believe that if the Ukrainians should decide, they could, in all probability, occupy the Transnistria region themselves through the use of military force. Now, are they going to do that? Probably not at this stage. But obviously, if Russian forces started to attack through Transnistria, then obviously we could see some sort of retaliatory operation by the Ukrainians, and the Ukrainians can muster a lot more forces towards Moldova and the Transnistria region than the Russians can bring to assist those forces right now. And that is probably one reason we are hearing that the Russians are eventually looking to press on to quite possibly the Transnistria region. I would say right now, with conditions of what they are in this ongoing conflict, I would say right now having the Russians launch that sort of operation towards Transnistria is very, very remote. Even pushing towards Mykolaiv, Kryvyi Rih, and ultimately the ultimate prize, what the Russians want, is Odessa, is really a long way off at this point. The Russians are going to have to get it together and regain initiative fully and take control of this pocket near Kramatorsk and Sloviansk before the Russians can even consider an operational move west towards Odessa and obviously the border of the Transnistria region. All bets are off right now for that sort of a Russian operation. Again, everything is contingent upon a successful Russian operation within this Kramatorsk, Sloviansk area of operation, and the deal is not sealed in terms of the Russians showing fully that they have the capability of seizing control of this area just yet. And does that mean the Russians are not going to be victorious in kind of the southeast Donbass area of the country? No, that's not the case. But right now, it is a struggle. It is not an easy road right now for Russian forces in this ongoing conflict. They continue to attack, but they also continue to take casualties, as do the Ukrainians. It is a vicious, bloody war right now that is taking place in the southeast in the Donbass area right now. But the Ukrainians continue to fight, and the Russians continue to attack, and that kind of is the status quo of where we're sitting within the confines of this conflict. But we will continue to watch, monitor, and report on what's happening, with more to come very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody soon. Have a good day.